Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please welcome Dr. Mark B. Hahn, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Kansas City University of Medicine and Biosciences.
Thank you. I'm supposed to say, please be seated, but I see that this group is ahead of itself. Hey, the good news is I'm not going to sing. Hey, welcome to the white coating ceremony for Kansas City University and the College of Osteopathic Medicine. Good morning. How about a round of applause for these students? What a great turnout of family and friends. Thanks for joining us this morning to recognize 281 men and women of the class of 2021. You know, before we begin, it's our tradition to join in a moment of silence to honor brave military men and women who, through their service abroad, defend our freedoms here at home. A moment of silence, please. Once again, welcome to KCU and to our osteopathic profession. You know, since opening our doors in 1916, KCU has become one of the leading colleges of osteopathic medicine. You know, we've graduated nearly 11,000 grads from the College of Osteopathic Medicine. Many of them are here today. Round of applause for our grads. You know, KCU is now the 10th largest medical school in the United States of America. We're the second leading producer of physicians for both Missouri and Kansas, and the leading educator of primary care physicians all around the Midwest. You know, this year, we celebrated a great milestone, the opening of our second campus in Joplin, Missouri. KCU Joplin is the first new medical school in the state of Missouri in nearly 50 years. Round of applause for KCU Joplin. You know, we're looking forward to the impact of our new campus in addressing the rural health needs of Missouri and the region. You know, today, members of our new class officially begin their careers as osteopathic medical students. You know, the white coat you receive today is both a literal and symbolic mantle representing the skills and professionalism of a very select group of individuals. Individuals who commit themselves to the practice of medicine and the service to humankind. You know, we're proud of each and every one of you, all 281 in this class. You're part of the KCU family, and most importantly, we're proud to welcome you into this very select profession through this symbolic donning of a white coat. You know, it's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. John P. Smith, the chair of the KCU Board of Trustees, to offer his welcome. Please be good, because he's my boss, okay? All right. Thank you.
Good morning, KCU Kansas City class of 2021. Sounds incredible, doesn't it? It's my honor to bring you greetings on behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, not only because of this tradition and meaningful event, but also to bring you greetings to our osteopathic family. This is a family that you're joining in as well as a profession. For many years, KCU has been a strong force in my life as well. I began my medical training here in Kansas City in 1971 and graduated in 75 and went on to become a general surgeon and practiced for many years in Wichita up until my recent retirement. But I've enjoyed this long, rewarding career because of the university's contribution to me. And I've lived out that mantra that you'll become very familiar with, improving the well-being of the communities we serve. That is what we do. It's a special experience for me to be able to come here today and participate in this traditional ceremony in which your faculty members up here will provide you a white coat as a symbol of the acceptance into the practice of medicine, but also a recognition of the fact that your class now becomes the next generation. There's great meaning resting in your white coat that you hold now in your hand and will soon wear. It's a symbol of integrity, of selfishness, of compassion, of honesty, as well as dedication to service. Those are the principles, in fact, that our osteopathic profession are founded upon. Family and friends, we welcome you and we thank you for being here to witness this momentous occasion. These student doctors would not be here today without your help. They will continue to rely on that support for the next few years, and your presence at this ceremony signifies how important their career choice is to you as well. This time I'd like to introduce Dr. Darren D'Agostino, the Executive Dean for the Kansas City College of Osteopathic Medicine, who is our Master of Ceremony today. Dr. D'Agostino.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. It's a pleasure to be here this morning and to celebrate our newest class of osteopathic medical students, and I am honored to be the MC and serve for this momentous occasion. Don't worry, I won't sing. Class of 2021, we are committed to providing you with the tools you will need to be successful and to complete your osteopathic medical education at KCU and to prepare you for graduate medical education and your career pathways. You have the support of this team of highly dedicated faculty here on the stage and of an entire staff who serve at KCU because of you. Because of you, we're here for you. This is a team effort, and ensuring that you become the best osteopathic physicians you can possibly be is the goal of every member of the KCU family. KCU will provide you with the education you will need to succeed in your calling, as well as having the reassurance that you will always have an osteopathic home wherever you may go. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Executive Director of the Missouri Osteopathic Physicians and, Missouri Association of Osteopathic Physicians and Surgeons, Mr. Bryan Bowles, to offer greetings and congratulations. Mr. Bowles has served as Executive Director since 2008. He is a member of the American Osteopathic Association and the Association of Osteopathic State Executive Directors, and has served on various committees for the American College of Osteopathic Family Physicians. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Bryan Bowles.
Good morning to everybody. It is a great pleasure to, on behalf of the Missouri Association of Osteopathic Physicians and Surgeons, to welcome you to KCU and the osteopathic family of Missouri. You're going to hear congratulations more times than you can count over the course of this day. And while it's quite an accomplishment for you to get into medical school and be in your seat, there's more to my message today. It's a little different. I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for accepting the incredibly difficult challenge of becoming an osteopathic physician. I understand the sacrifices that you'll be making in order to become an osteopathic physician, not only financially, but also mentally and physically. It's going to be a taxing job. Please know that MAOPS and the Missouri Osteopathic family stand behind you not only during the next 4 years, but during your residency training and your professional life, over the course of your professional life. MAOPS is proud to sponsor the white coat you're going to be donning today as a small token to show our appreciation for your commitment and sacrifices over the next 4 years and beyond. Remember that your white coat not only represents the first step in your journey to fulfill a lifelong dream, but it also represents the commitment you're making to your future patients. You will be the person that people will count on to coach them to a healthy lifestyle and to fix them when they're broken. Think about that. How cool is that? People are going to be counting on you to keep them alive. That is quite a burden in some instances, but it's also going to be filling you with a sense of accomplishment over the course of your careers. So while this is very cool, those burdens are what we're going to help you through. MAOPS is here for you. And the question I'm often asked is, what do we do for you? And it's a valid question. The answer I give is, we take care of you so you can take care of your patients. And as a student, we take care of you so you can focus on your studies and becoming the best osteopathic physician that you can be. You're going to be faced with a lot of distractions along the way, and it's during those times that MAOPS can be the helpful force that we've been for over 120 years. So whether it's our physician health and wellness program, which all students can access for free when times get tough, or our scholarship programs, our educational programs on debt management or contract negotiation, or our advocacy at the state capitol, our focus is to keep you focused on learning. As you begin your journey through medical school, I encourage you to stay connected with MAOPS by joining your campus MAOPS chapter. Take some time out of your busy academic schedule to find out more about the other responsibilities beyond direct patient care that physicians assume. Your campus MAOPS chapter will allow you the opportunity to interact with those going through the same things that you are, and will help you realize that there are people looking out for you, your best interest, while you're doing your job of becoming an osteopathic physician. After today, it will be another 4 years before you hear so many messages of congratulations again. So when you begin to question if you're really cut out for this challenge, or you need a pat on the back or some words of encouragement, remember these two things. First, you were selected for this calling because you have the traits necessary to do it, and you will. Second, you are surrounded by the MAOPS osteopathic family, all of whom who've been through the same thing. You'll see them all around you, all around campus every day. We have members everywhere. Seek them out. You won't find a more caring, empathetic group anywhere. Most importantly, each time you put on your white coat, know that MAOPS and our members thank you for taking on the incredibly important and fulfilling challenge of becoming an osteopathic physician. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Brian Clements, the Student Senate President for the class of 2020.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to say welcome and congratulations to the incoming students. I hope you're ready for one of the best journeys of your life. The rumors are true. Medical school is a challenge that will test you in ways you never thought possible. I implore you to remember this day, how you feel in that white coat, and the smile on your faces as you progress through this program. I was encouraged by my peers to give you some advice on how to advance through your first year of medical school. And I thought to myself, what would I want to know a year ago when I was in your shoes? So after a bit of reflection, I came up with 3 things that I think you should keep in mind as you begin this journey. Number 1, you can't do this alone. But you're in luck. There's some great resources at your disposal. I'm going to start with the people sitting right behind me. This is an excellent representation of the collective knowledge here at KCU. They are here to make our lives easier. I implore you to go and talk to them, visit them during their office hours, send them an email, and ask a question, even if you think it's a bad one. I've asked some pretty dumb questions, and they still talk to me. They are there for you every step of the way, except on test day. You're on your own. Just kidding. Not really. Also, lean on the people sitting behind you. Your family and friends have been here for you since day one, and let's be honest, they must have done something right because you're sitting in these seats today. You're going to need that support as you continue your education, so just please call Mom and Dad. I think most importantly, lean on the people sitting around you. I promise you, you will never bond with the people in your class as quickly as you do with others. There's something to be said about crying over an anatomy practical down in the lab that just brings people closer together. But in all seriousness, lean on each other for support. It'll get you through this first year. My second piece of advice is to remember our mission, improving the well-being of the communities we serve. And this isn't something we just do in medical school, but throughout our entire careers. So I encourage you to take a break from your studies and get involved in some way. Volunteer, join a club, like SGA, and make a difference in the lives of people in our community. They appreciate it, and you will too. Number 3, and my last piece of advice, make some time for you each week. Have some fun, it's that simple. Do something that you're passionate about every week to keep you centered. It will make this year so much better for you. If you're like me, that might include a post-exam Netflix binge and a happy hour. In fact, when I was writing this speech, I really wanted to invite you all to Margarita Mondays at Zocalo's on the plaza. But they actually had it closed temporarily for a roach problem. So rain check until I find more margaritas. I hope that you find some of this advice helpful as you start your journey here at KCU. I strongly encourage everyone to reach out to me or my class if you need advice on anything. In closing, I just want to say congratulations on your achievement and best of luck to you as you begin. As you wear those white coats each time after this, I just hope you wear it with pride because you deserve to be here. We are so happy and proud to have you as part of our family here at KCU. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. We are very pleased to have as our keynote speaker today, Gary Michael Johnston, DO, a member of the class of 1873. All kidding aside, a 1973 KCU graduate. Dr. Johnston has served our university as professor for nearly 20 years, and since 2013 has held the position of Vice Dean for the College of Osteopathic Medicine, and has also held the positions of Senior Assistant Dean of Clinical Medicine, Chair of the Department of Internal Medicine, and 2 separate occasions served as Interim Dean for KCU COM. Dr. Johnston is the immediate past president of the Kansas City Regional Osteopathic Medical Association and is a member of the Association of Osteopathic Directors and Medical Educators, and of the Honors and Awards Committee for the American College of Osteopathic Internists, the ACOI. He has held memberships on the ACOI Council on Education and Evaluation for Internal Medicine residency programs, as well as ACOI Task Force Steering Committee for CME Quality Improvement. He is an esteemed ACOI Gillum Society Master Fellow, and that is not easy to attain. Student doctors, if you could emulate any physician and mirror their behaviors, this is the man. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Mike Johnston.
Dr. D'Agostino, thank you very much. I too want to congratulate each of you on your acceptance into this class of 2021 at Kansas City University College of Osteopathic Medicine. I would be remiss if I did not extend a sincere welcome to every family member, friend, significant other to this service. We welcome you to our city, and we welcome you to this university. Your loved one has been accepted into this honorable profession and will be trained in a legacy institution that's over 100 years old, and it's a school that's rich in heritage, tradition, alumni, and values. So this is a privilege to attend this university. This day, July 29, 2017, is a day that you'll never forget. You're participating in a symbolic white coating ceremony. And this ceremony starts the very beginning of your medical education. And it signifies that you're entering into the healthcare profession and you're in pursuit of a study of medicine. When you begin medical school, you're going to be making a commitment. The commitment is to accept the obligations that are associated with the profession, as well as the expectations that your patient has of you while in the profession. So what's so special about a white coating ceremony? You know, it's only 24 years old. What's so special about the coat? It's just a garment. It's clothing. Dr. Smith, Dr. Hahn, Dr. D'Agostino have already commented about the symbolism that's associated with the white coat, reflecting a healthcare professional. But it goes beyond that. It goes beyond the symbolic definition of what the profession is all about. And that's a priceless virtue. It's a priceless value that your patient counts on. The virtues of compassion, empathy, and kindness that you show to your patients are at the very heart of care that you're going to be expected to deliver. It goes without saying that you're always going to be ethical and honest with your patient. It's assumed that you will, and expected, that you will always maintain your professionalism and your integrity as you deal with patients. And you'll always respect the dignity and the integrity of your patient at all times. For you to be able to wear this coat, it's not an entitlement, it's not a right, but it's a privilege. It's the highest privilege that the medical profession can extend. This is a privilege that allows you to carry on the tradition of the medical profession in rendering care to our human race, no matter their politics, their religion, their gender, their color, or their ethnicity. You're here to heal and to take care of patients. Again, this is a privilege that only a very few people will have. The coat serves as a bond between you and the professional commitment that binds all physicians and all healthcare providers. In a few moments, Dr. D'Agostino is going to administer an oath to you. And this oath will be taken in front of your families, your friends, your entire faculty, and your peers. And you're going to be expected to rise to a different standard. This oath says, and it promises, that you will put the interest of your patients before your own interest, that you will always respect and value other healthcare professionals, that you'll be honest, compassionate, not just with patients, but with all. You'll support and encourage each other, your entire classmates. You'll always uphold the KCU College of Osteopathic Medicine Honor Code. And that honor code is not just during examinations or on tests, but it's outside the classroom. It's in the community. You're going to be expected to behave in an honorable manner. Why? Dr. Hahn addressed this on day one. He said, you're an ambassador. You're an ambassador for this profession. You're an ambassador for the 11,000 alumni that have preceded you. You're an ambassador for this school. So, where does it start? It starts right here in Kansas City. When does it start? It starts today. It starts right now. So the ball is in your court. So what's it going to take for me to get through 4 years of medical school? What's it going to take for me to get the residency, or for you to get the residency of your choice? And what's it going to take for you to enter into that practice that you've always dreamed about? Well, I'm going to introduce you to some 4-letter words. Just relax. Mom and Dad, aunts and uncles, grandmom, grandpa, and others, they've already heard these words, and they know the meaning of these words. So I'm going to start out with sharing with you some old school intangibles, and I'm going to bundle those and apply those to the new generation of medical students. I'm a traditionalist. Chances are there's a lot of millennials sitting out here. And if we let it, it could widen a generation gap, but I don't believe we've got one. Oh, I got the technical aspects of the generation gap. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, I believe we have more in common, and we share things together that has brought us to this place. Meaning, you have an interest, you have an attraction to want to learn medicine. Over time, you'll have that passion, and it'll continue to grow as you pursue medicine, and you'll literally fall in love with the medical profession. I know you want to learn medicine, and you want to learn how to become a physician. You've come to the right place. Our faculty is dedicated to teach you, to guide you, and to train you. So, one of the first 4-letter words that I've used so far is the word love. The next 4-letter word I'm going to use is work. You're going to be developing a work ethic that's going to follow you the rest of your life. There's no secret. There is no secret. My statement is as follows. No one in the class of 2021, no one will outwork you, period. Now remember that comment, because I'm going to turn it into a question at the end of the presentation. But it's your work ethic. You set the pace, you set the tone, and you serve as the model for a work ethic. Your job is to study. Your job is to develop very strong, disciplined, focused study habits. Your job is to take advantage and utilize all the resources that we have available for you. We have an outstanding library. We have a team of learning enhancement specialists. We have counselors, mentors, teachers, colleagues that are willing to help and share what they know in order for you to attain your goal. So love and work, they go hand in hand. The next word is hard. I know. Medical school is tough. Medical school is challenging. There's a rigorous curriculum, and it's just going to take a lot of focus and effort to get through it. Another 4-letter word I want you to remember is goal, G-O-A-L. You've already reached the first goal. You passed all your examinations, you got into medical school. The next goal is to stay. We want you to stay, to finish, and to graduate 4 years from now. You've got to be successful in all these areas in order to graduate from Kansas City University College of Osteopathic Medicine. You have to complete all the didactic requirements from the classroom setting successfully. You have to pass all of your clinical clerkships successfully. You also have to pass all your shelf or your subject exams successfully. We expect you to be a student who has passed with good marks on your National Board licensing examination. All of those tests are necessary in order for you to get a diploma from this university. The next four-letter word is read. Your reading skills are going to be challenged. Whether you read from a desktop, an iPad, a mobile device, a book, a text, etc., lecture notes, you're going to need to read a lot. And when you read, stay focused as you're reading. Another term that I like a lot, another word, is grit, G-R-I-T. Your parents know what that means. Grit is your ability to persevere, to drive, to persist. It's a measure of your stamina. It's an ability to see how well you can adapt and to adjust. It's a measure of resilience. There's going to be times when life is not scripted. Life doesn't follow a script, and things may not go well. When you encounter that, you can't dwell on the past. You can't look back over your shoulder and stay there, because that's not the direction you came here for. Your direction is to go forward. And you've got to get up, and you've got to move forward even through that adversity. That's where your faith comes in. If you're having a problem during those times, reach out. Let somebody know. The university has a strong support system for you. We have clinical psychologists on staff available. We have counselors, mentors, advisors. So we know life gets in the way sometimes when you're going through medical school. So there's no shame, no embarrassment at all. You need some help, reach out, and your colleagues in this university will deliver. Another four-letter word is test. You're going to be getting a lot of tests or examinations. And these tests basically will measure your knowledge. It gives us an idea of your competency as well as your skills and your mastering of the expected material. Getting through medical school is more than just being a good test taker. Getting through medical school encompasses also the art of medicine. You're successful on the science side, and that's admirable. But to apply it on the clinical side, you're going to learn how to balance the science as well as the care for your patient. You're going to learn how to relate to your patients, how to communicate with your patients, how to diagnose, and how to treat effectively. You're going to be trained in how to deliver the most comprehensive, evidence-based medicine we have in a compassionate manner that your patient deserves. That's our job. What role does the faculty play in medical school? Your faculty knows that medical school is difficult, but your faculty is a collective group of professionals. And these professionals are dedicated themselves to teach you, to share their knowledge with you, and to provide guidance and support as you go through this process. The faculty and the entire staff come together, as Dr. Hahn and Dr. Smith have stated, have come together in a team effort to serve KCU because of you. Our university's goal is to remain the most student-focused university in the nation. Our goal is to ensure that you have all the resources and the opportunities that you're going to need in order to be successful as an osteopathic physician. Why do they do all this? It's because every person that works at this university has the passion for their job. All potential doctors have the intellectual capacity to do the job. But also, it's going to take more than intellect to do the job. You're going to have personal traits that you're going to hone and develop and polish. Those traits are professionalism, good communication skills, interpersonal skills, plus listening skills. You also have to have that empathy for your patient as well as passion. So what are we talking about when we use the term passion? Passion is a very energetic, powerful, enthusiastic word. It's the fire that's inside your belly. It's the fire that you've got inside your heart. And that fire can reach out and touch the mind, the body, and the spirit and the heart of your patient. Passion is more than just words. Passion is feelings that are translated into actions. It's putting forth more effort with something that's not necessarily you have to go that far, but it's doing it. It's extending kindness. Kindness means you're going the extra mile for your patient or for the student. It means providing compassionate care by holding the patient's hand, perhaps a warm embrace, or providing a smile, or looking in their eyes. I'll give credit to a lady, and I'm not clear whether or not this is originally her thought or whether or not it's from someone else, but I'll mention her in just a few minutes. And she stated that compassionate care heals in places that medicine cannot touch. And just think about that. You know, your patients are going to sometimes forget what you say, but they'll never forget how you made them feel when you say it. So delivering compassionate care is priceless. I'll give credit to a lady by the name of Allison Massari. Allison was one of our speakers at MAOPS this year. She's a very inspirational and motivational speaker who was involved in a terrible automobile accident that resulted in multiple burns over a large portion of her body. She's lucky to be alive and survive that accident. And if you ever have a chance to listen or hear Allison Massari, please do so. But Allison's message was basically from the patient's perspective, having been a patient. And she pointed out that patients know which caregivers have the compassion, the empathy, and the passion to do their jobs. Passion allows you to not only survive the worst, but it allows you to thrive and persevere through the difficulties. All of your faculty have the passion for teaching. All of our clinical faculty have the passion for teaching and developing compassionate care, delivering compassionate care. Now, every one of you came to medical school for the same reason. That's to learn some medicine and learn how to become a doctor. This is a lifelong process. The learning doesn't stop once you graduate. It's our job to teach you. It's your job to come to class, to bring the passion, to bring the fire, and to learn as much as you can in this process. In choosing a career in medicine, you have one of the greatest opportunities in the history of medicine because of the advances in science and technology. These advances give the profession much more information and tools that we've never had before. There's no question about it. Technology is essential. But don't kid yourself. There'll never be a replacement for your touch, your compassion, your firm handshake, or your eye contact over technology. It'll never happen. So you are the ones that will deliver that message. In closing, I wish you the very best of success as you begin your academic endeavors. I encourage you to reach out to the person on your left, right, front, or back, and to meet them, support them throughout this journey. Establish those bonds, because some of these relationships are going to be lifelong friendships. I caution you about overextending yourself. There's a lot of activities that you can get involved in, but remember, you came here for a reason, and that's to learn medicine. Your job is to attend medical school with the passion to study, the passion to learn, and the discipline, the drive, and the determination to become what you set out to be, and that's a physician. I know that you can do it. I know that every one of you has the aptitude to become a physician. You all have a list of proven accomplishments already obtained in your CV. Now the most important thing is developing the right attitude, coming in very hungry for knowledge and humble in attitude. So let's go to work. I know we can get this job done. So if we go back to the very first part of what I said, is I made a statement, and I told you at the end I was going to turn it into a question. So it's okay if the needle moves on your response as I ask you this question, but I'm going to ask it to you at least 2 times and maybe a third if necessary, but I don't think it will be necessary. So the class of 2021, who is going to outwork you? It moved a little. I didn't hear that very well. Class of 2021, who is going to outwork you? No one. Got it. Dr. D'Agostino. Dr. D'Agostino, this is your class of 2021. I want to say God bless to you, God bless to your families, and God bless this university. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Johnston, for those inspiring words for our new students. So who wants to get a white coat? All right, I saw 3 people. You guys can come up. Dr. Hahn, we're going to have to call the registrar and cut the class and everything. Who wants to get a white coat? Yeah, woo! All right. So now it's time for our ceremony. 4 individuals and I have the privilege to present the members of the class of 2021 their white coats. They are Dr. Michael Johnston, Vice Dean for the College of Osteopathic Medicine, Dr. John Granito, Associate Dean of Clinical Education, Dr. Ann Van Garcie, Assistant Dean, Clinical Affairs, and Dr. Cameron Knackstedt, President of the KCU Alumni Association.
I'm student Dr. Ann Abbott. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I went to Loyola University in Chicago.
Student Dr. Yusuf Abdul Sayed, Denver, Colorado, University of Colorado at Denver.
Student Dr. Amina Ahmed. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I attended St. Louis University.
Student Dr. Ahmed Hassan. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I went to the University of Texas at Dallas.
Student Dr. Alex Albrecht, Midland, Michigan, Saginaw Valley State University.
Student Dr. Emily Allen from Columbus, Nebraska. I went to Rockhurst University.
Student Dr. Anastasia Ambrosio, Long Island, New York, Stony Brook University.
Student Dr. Nick Anthony. I'm from Fort Myers, Florida. I went to the University of Central Florida.
Student Dr. Varsha Aravinabose. I'm from Troy, Michigan, and I went to Case Western Reserve University.
Student Dr. Braden Arnold from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and I went to Drury University in Springfield, Missouri.
Student Dr. Mehmed Musa Atik from Houston, Texas, and I graduated from the University of Houston.
Student Dr. Dane Baker from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, graduate of the Penn State University.
I'm student Dr. David Basili from San Francisco, California, and I graduated from the University of Calgary.
Student Dr. Mason Bennett from North Salt Lake, Utah, graduated from BYU.
Student Dr. Ryan Benyon. I am from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I graduated from the University of Utah. Go Utes.
Student Dr. Chelsea Barron from Wichita Falls, Texas, and I graduated from Midwestern State University.
Student Dr. Luke Byer. I'm from Bay City, Michigan, and I went to Ferris State University.
Student Dr. Manpreet Bindra from Lake Mary, Florida, University of Central Florida.
I'm student Dr. Dominic Besessi. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I went to William Jewell College.
Student Dr. Paul Bismeyer Jr. from Cincinnati, Ohio, graduated from Miami University, Ohio.
I'm student Dr. Annie Bello Petrovich from Gurnee, Illinois, and I attended the University of Dayton.
Student Dr. Daniel Bowen. I'm from Overland Park, Kansas, and I attended Missouri Western State University.
Student Dr. Jared Bodine. I'm from Orem, Utah, and I went to Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. David Bedeker, Omaha, Nebraska, Doane College.
Student Dr. Carly Bowen from Kansas City, Missouri, and I attended Avila University.
Student Dr. Matthew Wardbari. I'm from Palo Alto, California, and I attended the University of California, Davis.
Student Dr. Jordan Bray from St. Louis, Missouri, the University of Missouri.
Student Dr. Andrew Brevik. I'm from Okoboji, Iowa. I went to the University of Iowa.
Student Dr. Zachary Brittingham from Clarksville, Maryland, graduated from Northeastern University.
Student Dr. Andrew Brooks. I'm from St. Joseph, Michigan. I graduated from Grand Valley State University.
Student Dr. Alyssa Brown. I'm from Waukegan, Illinois, and went to the University of Nebraska.
I'm student Dr. Brittany Brown from Beverly Hills, California, and I attended Howard University.
Student Dr. Jonathan Brown from Houston, Texas, and I went to the University of Houston.
Student Dr. Jordan Brown from Hemet, California, and I attended Brigham Young University.
I'm student Dr. Chris Burns. I'm from Overland Park, Kansas, and I attended Pepperdine University.
I'm student Dr. Alyssa Beyer from Omaha, Nebraska, and I attended Rockhurst University.
Student Dr. Holly Campbell from Leawood, Kansas. I attended University of Missouri.
I'm student Dr. Kyle Campbell. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I graduated from Texas A&M University.
Student Dr. Paola Candia from Emporia, Kansas, and I attended Emporia State University.
Student Dr. Christian Castile from St. Louis, Missouri, and I attended Missouri State University.
Student Dr. Suji Cha from Centerville, Virginia, and I attended the University of Virginia.
Student Dr. Joshua Chan from Temecula, California, and I attended UCLA.
Student Dr. Cameron Charmy from Boise, Idaho, and The Ohio State University.
Student Dr. Amar Charaganla from Los Angeles, California, went to UCLA.
Student Dr. Saad Chaudhary from Nacogdoches, Texas, and I attended Stephen F. Austin State University.
Student Dr. Jagriti Chiditoti from San Jose, California, and I attended Westmont College.
Student Dr. Sheetal Chopra. I'm from Clarksville, Maryland, and I attended University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Student Dr. Ani Chowdhury. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I attended University of Wisconsin at Madison.
Student Dr. Spencer Christensen from Rockland, California, graduated from Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Tang Chu. I'm from Suquamish, Washington, and I graduated from the University of Washington.
Student Dr. Amy Chong. I'm from San Jose, California, and I graduated from UC Berkeley.
I'm student Dr. Derek Chung from Kansas City, Missouri, and I graduated from the University of Missouri-Columbia, MIZ.
Student Dr. Gabriella Cleary. I'm from Wichita, Kansas, and I graduated from the University of Kansas.
Student Dr. Danielle Collins, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Indiana University.
Student Dr. Kyle Comby from Liberty, Utah. I graduated from Utah State University.
Student Dr. Sean Thomas Cregan. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I'm a graduate from the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities.
Student Dr. Sarah Crowley from Orland Park, Illinois. I attended University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
Student Dr. Grant Dale-Dirks from St. Louis, Missouri. I attended University of Missouri, Kansas City.
Student Dr. Jacob Darnell from Alexandria, Virginia, and I went to Quincy University.
Student Dr. Adrian Davudian from Orange, California, and I attended the University of California, Berkeley.
Student Dr. Michael Dennis from Thousand Oaks, California, and I attended the University of California, Davis.
Student Dr. Purvi Desai from Chicago, Illinois, and I graduated from the University of Illinois at Chicago.
Student Dr. Stephen DeWitt from Lindsborg, Kansas. I went to Bethany College.
Student Dr. Matthias Stilling from Ephrata, Washington, and I attended Washington State University.
Student Dr. Austin Dinkle from Roseville, Kansas. I went to Northeastern State University.
Student Dr. Chris Dirks. I'm from Excelsior, Minnesota. I graduated from Bethel University.
Student Dr. Young Tuan. I'm from Arlington, Texas, and I graduated from Texas A&M University.
Student Dr. David Donnelly. I'm from Utica, New York, and I attended State University of New York at Buffalo.
Student Dr. Paige Josh. I'm from Raymore, Missouri, and I attended Avila University.
Student Dr. Francis Jernian, Los Angeles, California, UC Berkeley.
Student Dr. Jordan Drake from Charleston, Illinois. I graduated from Greenville College.
Student Dr. M. Scott Draper, Salt Lake City, Utah, University of Utah.
Student Dr. Carly Edwards. I'm from Ogden, Utah, graduated from University of Utah.
Student Dr. Hunter Ellard from Bethany, Oklahoma, and I attended the University of Oklahoma.
Student Dr. Adriana Echeverry from Los Angeles, California. I went to the University of California, Irvine.
Student Dr. Crystal Fame. I'm from Huntington Beach, California, and I went to the University of California in Irvine. Happy birthday, Mom!
Student Dr. Xian Feng from Hudsonville, Michigan, and I went to the Pennsylvania State University.
Student Dr. Alaika Glor Fernandez from Orlando, Florida. I attended the University of Florida. Go Gators.
Student Dr. John Finazzo. I'm from Sarasota, Florida, and I attended University of Miami.
Student Dr. Kevin Fitzgerald from South Lyon, Michigan, Michigan State University.
Student Dr. Taylor Fix from Houston, Texas. I attended Baylor University.
Student Dr. Haven Frazier. I'm from Chandler, Arizona, and the University of Arkansas.
Student Dr. Maria Fuenmayor from Pembroke Pines, Florida, and I went to Florida International University.
Student Dr. Priya Ghandi. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I graduated from Texas A&M University.
Student Dr. Andy Garcia. I'm from Westmont, Illinois, and I attended the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
Student Dr. Christina Gates from Madison, Wisconsin, graduated from Indiana University.
Student Dr. Swetha Goku from San Antonio, Texas, attended the University of Texas at San Antonio.
Student Dr. Bryan Glossa from Shelby Township, Michigan, University of Michigan.
Student Dr. Victoria Gordon from Woodstock, Georgia, and I graduated from the University of Georgia. Go Dogs!
Student Dr. Lauren Grubb. I'm from Kansas City and attended William Jewell College.
Student Dr. Jonathan Gutierrez from Los Angeles, California, and I attended UC San Diego.
Student Dr. Catherine Hakana from Wayzata, Minnesota, and I attended University of Wisconsin-La Crosse.
Student Dr. Armand Habibi from Dallas, Texas, and I went to Texas Tech University.
Student Dr. Lacey Hadorn from Ark City, Kansas, and I went to Pittsburgh State University.
Student Dr. Ben Haight from Salt Lake City, Utah, and the University of Utah.
Student Dr. Caitlin Halsma from Gainesville, Florida, and I went to the University of South Florida.
Student Dr. Brittany Hamilton from Silver Spring, Maryland, and I went to Howard University.
Student Dr. Eric Hammond. I'm from Duluth, Minnesota, and I attended Arizona State University.
Student Dr. Kenny Hans from Scottsbluff, Nebraska, graduated from the University of Wyoming.
Student Dr. Cameron Hansen. I'm from Seattle, Washington, and graduated from Oakland University.
Student Dr. Summer Hart. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I went to the University of Texas at Austin. Hook 'em.
Student Dr. Zachary Harder from Spokane, Missouri. I attended Missouri State University.
Student Dr. Richard Hartfield. I'm from Merrimack, New Hampshire, and I attended the University of Nevada.
Student Dr. Kelsey Helm from Grays Lake, Illinois. I graduated from University of Wisconsin Parkside.
Student Dr. Brian Herman from Leawood, Kansas. I graduated from Emory University.
Student Dr. Lila Hiza, San Luis Obispo, California, Colgate University.
Student Dr. Johanna Hild, Leawood, Kansas, Tulane University.
Student Dr. Clement Ho from Vancouver, British Columbia, and attended University of British Columbia.
Student Dr. Jessica Hakes, St. Louis, Missouri, Mississippi State University.
Student Dr. Josh Hoteri. I'm from Fayetteville, Arkansas, and I attended the University of Arkansas.
Student Dr. William Rebeck from Oakland, California, Indiana University.
Student Dr. Gage Hull. I'm from Lawton, Oklahoma, and I went to the University of Oklahoma.
Student Dr. Tyler Hunter, Southlake, Texas, Texas State University.
Student Dr. Ali Hussein from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I graduated from Bloomsburg University.
Student Dr. Louis Sutflis. I'm from Topeka, Kansas, and I graduated from the University of Missouri in Kansas City.
My name is Emma Ide. I'm from Hudson, Wisconsin, and I went to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Go Badgers!
Student Dr. Olivia Igo. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, and I attended the University of San Diego.
Student Dr. Sheikh Bilal Ali Iqbal. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I went to University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Student Dr. Allison Jacobson from Kearney, Missouri, and I went to Kansas State University.
Student Dr. Munsab Jaffrey. I'm from Darien, Connecticut, and I attended the University of Connecticut.
Student Dr. Balaji Jagdish from Rochester, New York, went to the University of Rochester.
Student Dr. Alex Jiang. I'm from Qinzhou, China, and I graduated from UC Davis.
Student Dr. Alexandria Johnson from Los Gatos, California, and I attended Georgetown University.
Student Dr. Kenneth Johnson from Denver, Colorado, Kansas State University, and the University of Colorado, Denver.
Student Dr. Rajwinder Kaur from Burtonsville, Maryland. I attended the University of Virginia.
Student Dr. Mirza Wasi Khan from Elgin, Illinois, and I attended the University of Illinois at Chicago.
Student Dr. Hyunjo Kim from Los Angeles, California, from UCLA.
Student Dr. Nicholas Kinder from Fresno, California, graduated from the University of South Dakota.
Student Dr. Catherine King from Orlando, Florida, graduate of the University of South Florida.
Student Dr. Ian Klain from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, graduate of Marquette University.
Student Dr. Ryan Cook from St. Louis, Missouri, and I attended the University of Missouri.
Student Dr. Sok Woo Kong. I'm from Buena Park, California. I went to UC San Diego. Today's my birthday.
Student Dr. Brian Kongs from Topeka, Kansas, William Jewell College.
Student Dr. Michael Kortz. I'm from Denver, Colorado, Baylor University.
Student Dr. Sneha Krishnan from Dayton, New Jersey, graduated from Drexel University.
Student Dr. Mike Lamb from Temple City, California. I graduated from University of California, Riverside.
Student Dr. Nick Lamoglia from St. Joseph, Missouri. I graduated from Missouri Western State University.
Student Dr. Marley Lowers, Lenexa, Kansas, Kansas State University.
I'm student Dr. Nee Lei. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I graduated from the University of Illinois at Chicago, UIC.
Student Dr. Corey Lee from Rancho Cucamonga, California, graduated from UCLA.
Student Dr. Sally Lee from Apple Valley, Minnesota, and I graduated from Colorado College.
Student Dr. Samantha Leong. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and graduated from Ball State University.
Student Dr. Jordan Latow, Rochester, New York, graduated from Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Student Dr. Adam Lewis from Orem, Utah, graduated from Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Charlie Lusatter. I'm from Stuart, Florida, and I graduated from Florida State University. Go Noles!
Student Dr. Fan Lee from Florence, South Carolina. I graduated from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill.
Student Dr. Alexander Lott from Mukilteo, Washington. Go Noles!
I'm student Dr. Austin Lusk. I'm from Derby, Kansas, and I'm a proud graduate of Kansas State University.
Student Dr. Joseph Lynch from North Branford, Connecticut, Fordham University.
Student Dr. Chaitanya Madhukuri from Hershey, PA, Drexel University.
Student Dr. Danielle Mahan from Union, New Jersey, Fordham University.
Student Dr. Clayton Marlt from St. Louis, Missouri, Truman State University.
Student Dr. Rebecca Martinez from St. Cloud, Minnesota, University of Minnesota, and Dad, thank you for inspiring me. I hope I can be as amazing a physician as you are.
Student Dr. Kavya Mather. I'm from Sterling, Virginia, and I graduated from Virginia Tech.
Student Dr. Shaqaiq Mazuri from Iran, Arizona State University.
Student Dr. Josh MacArthur from St. George, Utah, attended Dixie State University.
Student Dr. Jay Smolesa from St. George, Utah, graduated from Dixie State University.
Student Dr. Mohammed Memon from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Temple University.
Student Dr. Faisal Mian from New York City, New York, graduated from the City College of New York.
Student Dr. Nicholas Mikalakis. I'm from Hicksville, New York, and a graduate of Stony Brook University.
Student Dr. Luke Mike from Oakdale, Minnesota, University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire.
Student Dr. Alex Miller, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I went to Rockhurst University.
Student Dr. Sierra Miller from Bend, Oregon, Oregon State University.
Student Dr. Omer Mirza from Hanover Park, Illinois, and I went to the University of Illinois at Chicago.
Student Dr. Austin Mitchell from Murrieta, California, and went to Brigham Young University, Idaho.
Student Dr. Amanda Moorfield. I'm from Austin, Texas, and I went to the University of Louisiana.
I'm student Dr. Ethan Morgan from Peculiar, Missouri, and I went to the University of Missouri.
I'm student Dr. Kaylee Morris. I'm from Larkspur, Colorado, and I went to the University of Colorado Boulder.
Student Dr. Ethan Mosley from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I graduated from the University of Tennessee.
Student Dr. Jake Moulton from Stillwell, Kansas, and I graduated from the University of Kansas.
Student Dr. Miles Mowry from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I graduated from Grand Valley State University.
Student Dr. Kaylee Mullen from Rochester, Michigan. I went to Hope College.
Student Dr. Sherilyn Munoz from Chicago, Illinois, and I graduated from University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
Student Dr. Simpreet Morali. I'm from Tampa, Florida. I attended University of South Florida.
Student Dr. Robert Merle from Ellsworth, Kansas, and I graduated from Kansas State University.
Student Dr. Stephanie Morty. I'm from Columbia, Maryland, and I graduated from St. Mary's College of Maryland. Hi, Dad. Hi.
Student Dr. Revathi Naravne. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I graduated from Loyola University, Chicago.
Student Dr. Jennifer Ngo from Campbell, California, graduated from UCLA.
Student Dr. Josh Wynn, Northridge, California, UCLA.
Student Dr. Tyler Oliverio, Yucaipa, California, Walla Walla University.
Student Dr. Alex Onderchek from Topeka, Kansas, graduated Kansas State University.
Student Dr. Philip Burnson-Ostrov from Highland Park, Illinois, graduate of University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Student Dr. Sonia Pasia from Scott City, Missouri, graduated from Southeast Missouri State University.
Student Dr. Evans Patel from East Hanover, New Jersey. I graduated from Drexel University.
Student Dr. Mason Patel from Chicago, Illinois, graduated from Loyola University of Chicago.
Student Dr. Barak Patel. I'm from Springfield, Illinois, and I graduated from St. Louis University.
Student Dr. Rahi Patel. I'm from Carrollton, Illinois, and I graduated from Loyola University, Chicago.
Student Dr. Raj Patel from New Jersey. I graduated from Boston College.
Student Dr. Sarthak Patel. I'm from Tingsboro, Massachusetts, and I went to the University of Connecticut.
Student Dr. Matt Bass. I'm from St. Cloud, Minnesota. I graduated from the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities.
I'm student Dr. Bridget Pedersen from Kansas City, Missouri, and I graduated from the University of Missouri.
Student Dr. Max Pedre from St. Charles, Illinois, and I graduated from Loyola University, Chicago.
Student Dr. Fulei Peng, and I'm from this magical place called Changsha, China, and I graduated from University of Rochester in West New York.
Student Dr. J.P. Perlman, I'm from Tysons Corner, Virginia, and I went to Virginia Tech. Go Hokies.
Student Dr. Sarah Peterson from Oakdale, California, and I graduated from UC Berkeley.
Student Dr. Phil Petrosky. I'm from Danbury, Connecticut, and I went to St. Olaf College.
Student Dr. Nathan Pham from Austin, Texas, and graduated from the University of Texas at Austin. Hook 'em.
Student Dr. Eileen Pornuri. I'm from Texarkana, Texas, and I graduated from Texas A&M University, Texarkana.
Student Dr. Logan Rademacher, Jasper, Indiana, IUPUI.
Student Dr. Trey Ramirez from Pharr, Texas, and I graduated from the University of Texas at Austin.
Student Dr. Adam Ranelone from Hawthorne, New York. I graduated from Pace University. Happy birthday, Mom.
Student Dr. Aaron Ray from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I graduated from University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Go Huskers!
Student Dr. Sushant Reddy from Houston, Texas. I graduated from the University of Texas at Austin. Hook 'em horns.
Student Dr. Abdullah Rahman from St. Louis, Missouri, and I graduated from University of Missouri, St. Louis.
Student Dr. Omar Rahman from Olathe, Kansas, the University of Kansas, Rock Chalk.
Student Dr. Benjamin Reiswig from Wichita, Kansas, graduated from Kansas State University. Go Chiefs!
Student Dr. Jesse Rincon from Victorville, California, Graceland University.
Student Dr. Andrew Rowe from Colorado Springs, Colorado, University of Colorado at Boulder. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Student Dr. Madison Roberts from Kansas City, Missouri, graduate of Rockhurst University.
Student Dr. Michael Robinson. I'm from Kimball, Nebraska. I went to University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Go Big Red.
Student Dr. Jonathan Romanes from Miami, Florida, went to Nova Southeastern University. Thank you, Dad, and thank you, Mom.
Hello, I am student Dr. Joanna Grace Rowe. I am from Cleveland, Ohio, and I graduated from Indiana University. Thanks, Mom.
Student Dr. Spencer Rushton from Marietta, California, and graduated from Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Michael Sanborn. I'm from Auburn, Michigan, and graduated from the University of Michigan.
Student Dr. Ines Sandelli. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I graduated from Rush University at Chicago.
Student Dr. Praveen Sankrithi, New Berlin, Wisconsin, and graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Student Dr. Joshua Santos from Thornwood, New York, graduated from State University of New York at Purchase.
Student Dr. Katie Saraf from Lawrence, Kansas, and I graduated from the University of Kansas.
Student Dr. Nikita Satapathy from Peoria, Arizona, and Arizona State University.
Student Dr. Justin Sauter from St. Louis, Missouri, went to Coke College.
Student Dr. Catherine Sawalski. I'm from Eagle River, Wisconsin, and I graduated from St. Norbert College.
Student Dr. Kelly Shapkins. I'm from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, and I attended Hamlin University.
Student Dr. Austin Schuler. I'm from Edwardsville, Kansas, and I went to the University of St. Mary.
Student Dr. Kunal Shah. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas, and I graduated from University of Arkansas.
Student Dr. Milap Shah. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I graduated from the University of Missouri, Columbia.
Student Dr. Connor Shaw from Springfield, Missouri, and I graduated from the University of Missouri, Columbia.
Student Dr. Victoria Shaw from Mexico, Missouri. I attended Drury University.
Student Dr. Landon Shea from Janesville, Wisconsin. I attended Wartburg College.
Student Dr. Siobhan Shetty from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Graduated from University of Missouri in Columbia.
Student Dr. Esther Sadiq from Juneau, Alaska. Graduated from Colorado College.
Student Dr. Supreet Singh. I'm from Arlington, Texas, and I graduated from Baylor University.
Student Dr. Saloni Sinha from Phoenix, Arizona, and I graduated from Arizona State University.
Student Dr. Brittany Sitt from Topeka, Kansas, and I went to South Dakota State University.
Student Dr. Caitlin Small from Shelby, Ohio, and Miami University of Ohio.
Student Dr. Snow from New York City. I attended Mount Holyoke College.
Student Dr. Diane Sohn from Valencia, California, Johns Hopkins University.
Student Dr. Vidar Solanki from Ann Arbor, Michigan, University of Michigan. Go Blue.
Student Dr. Eric Stapley from Bellevue, Washington, Brigham Young University.
Student Dr. Harrison Stubbs from Jacksonville, Florida, graduate of Harriet L. Wilkes Honors College.
Student Dr. Farzeen Syed from Dallas, Texas, University of Texas at Dallas. This one's for you, Dad.
Student Dr. Megan Talty from Livonia, Michigan. I graduated from the University of Dayton.
Student Dr. Neil Talukdar. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I graduated from the University of Texas at Austin. Hook'em.
Student Dr. Mackenzie Tatert. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I graduated from the University of Wisconsin.
Student Dr. Christine Tenoff from Eagan, Minnesota. I'm a graduate of Gustavus Adolphus College.
Student Dr. Michael Terrio from Heartland, Michigan, and I graduated from Michigan State University. Go Green.
Student Dr. Jeff Thekakera from Mesquite, Texas, graduate of the University of Texas at Dallas.
Student Dr. Brett Thomas, Unionville, Missouri, the University of Missouri.
Student Dr. Robert Thompson. I'm from Lindenhurst, Illinois, and I attended the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign.
Student Dr. Ryan Toomey from Pleasant Grove, Utah, Utah Valley University.
Student Dr. Maria Tran. I'm from Syracuse, New York, and I graduated from the University of Rochester.
Student Dr. Kevin Paul Trappett Jr. from Cache Valley, Utah, Utah State University.
Student Dr. Jordan Troy from Laguna Niguel, California, University of California, San Diego, and Cornell University.
Student Dr. Alex Tsai from San Jose, California, and I went to the University of California, Davis.
Student Dr. Bridget Upton from St. Louis, Missouri. I attended the University of Missouri-Columbia.
Student Dr. John Van Eaton, Seattle, Washington, graduate of Montana State University.
Student Dr. Scott Vaughn from San Diego, California, went to Westmont College in Santa Barbara.
Student Dr. Anna Venardi. I'm from Walnut Creek, California, and I went to UC Santa Barbara.
Student Dr. Akshay Venkatesh. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, and I attended McMaster University.
Student Dr. Marina Wagner from Elk Grove, California, graduated from Sonoma State University.
Student Dr. Nicole Walden from St. Louis, Missouri, and I attended the University of Missouri in Columbia.
Student Dr. Jessica Wang. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and went to the University of Southern California.
Student Dr. David Waples of Spokane, Washington, graduate of Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Student Dr. Carly Warner. I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska, and I graduated from Nebraska Wesleyan University.
Student Dr. Jaycon Wang from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Student Dr. Jeffrey Ware. I'm from Wichita, Kansas, and I graduated from Newman University.
Student Dr. Brittany Wineclaw, Long Island, New York, University of New Haven.
Student Dr. Garrett Wilt. I'm from Blue Springs, Missouri, University of Missouri.
Student Dr. Danica Witter, Long Beach, California, UC Berkeley.
Student Dr. Kimberly Wong from Novato, California, University of California, Davis.
Student Dr. Jake Worley from Logan, Utah, and Utah State University.
Student Dr. Zachary Wright from Newport Beach, California. I went to the University of California, Santa Barbara.
Student Dr. Robert Wu. I'm from Scottsboro, Alabama, and graduated from the University of Alabama at Birmingham.
Student Dr. Linda Yoon from Seattle, Washington, graduated from the University of Washington.
Student Dr. Raza Zaidi from Closter, New Jersey. I went to the University of Connecticut.
Student Dr. Azka Zaman from Sacramento, California, and I graduated from UC Davis.
Student Dr. Samantha Zhang, UCLA and UC San Diego.
Student Dr. Boris Zong from Houston, Texas, from Rice University, and shout out to people on the live stream.
Student Dr. Elizabeth Jung. I'm from New York City, New York, and I graduated from State University of New York at Buffalo. Student Dr. Kayla Zimmerly from Bonner Springs, Kansas, Kansas State University.
All right, how's that feel? Excellent. So now, class of 2021, just as this faculty has made a symbolic pledge to you by placing a white coat on your shoulders, we ask you in turn to make a pledge to exhibit ethical and honorable behavior as a student, and to maintain the trust expected of a physician by taking the osteopathic oath. I would invite all physicians in the audience to join us for this. Please stand, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I do hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I am about to enter.
I do hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I am about to enter.
I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and the life of my patients.
I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and the life of my patients.
To retain their confidence and respect both as a physician and a friend who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity.
To retain their confidence and respect both as a physician and a friend who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity.
To perform faithfully my professional duties.
To perform faithfully my professional duties.
To employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment and my skill and ability.
To employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment and with my skill and ability.
Keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery.
Keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery.
I will be ever vigilant in aiding in the general welfare of the community.
I will be ever vigilant in aiding in the general welfare of the community.
Sustaining its laws and institutions.
Sustaining its laws and institutions.
Not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession.
Not engaging in those practices
I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it may be asked of me.
I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it may be asked of me.
I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation.
I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation.
And never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or their rightful practices.
And never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or their rightful practices.
I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art.
I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art.
To my college I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me.
To my college I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me.
I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts.
I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts.
And to develop the principles of osteopathy which were first enunciated by Andrew Taylor Still.
And to develop the principles of osteopathy which were first enunciated by Andrew Taylor Still.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present to you the class of 2021, our next generation of osteopathic physicians. This brings our ceremony to a close. Thank you for celebrating with us this morning. And remember, all students and guests are invited back to campus immediately following for a reception and light lunch buffet. I hope you can all join us. Have a great time.